Shout outs to nothing but Knicks, man. OG Sim. But Obi Toppin really averaged 11 minutes and 4 points per game, and he's a lottery pick. And dog, when you draft lottery picks, dog, like you have a certain type of expectation. For RJ Barrett, for him, he has to be a Hall of Famer. Like
that's too much, man.
That cannot be too much, bro.
No,
for a top three
for him. No.
When you go ahead.
You can't do that to him, bro.
No. Like, but when you're
Hall of Famer,
top three,
it's not easy to be in the Hall of Fame, man.
Yo, bro,
it's a lot of Hall of Famers who don't belong in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but a lot of them were placed in the right situations too.
RJ was placed in the right situation on 33rd and 7th.
Right. So, but you can't say Hall of Fame was the path that he was set in right now. You know
we first off, I'm shutting this down. We cannot draw RJ's narrative at the moment. You cannot make you can't make a book. You cannot make a memoir on his career just yet.
Can't do this.
It's starting lovely.
It's too early.
Look, don't get me wrong. It's starting great. But you can't be like, oh my God, he's gonna be a Hall of Famer just because he's a 3rd overall pick.
Yes.
Look at Brandon Roy. We just spoke about Brandon Roy earlier and the trajectory that Brandon Roy was on and what happened to him. Injuries
come on, man. You don't come on.
But this is exactly why you don't put those expectations. But now
RJ never had those injuries like he did, though.
But listen, if you put that same expectation on Brandon Roy and you leave out the fact that he had injuries, what is he now? He's a failure. No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you remove the fact that he had the injuries from the conversation and you're just stating the fact that somebody who's in this position should be a Hall of Famer, then Brandon Roy is a failure. And we all know that shouldn't really apply to him because of the injuries. You see what I'm saying? That's why you can't just throw a lofty expectation on a player because of where he was drafted. You know what I'm saying?
So when you pick 1, 2,
it's about the situation.
1, 2, 3. When you pick Cade, Jalen Green,
they're supposed to be good. They're supposed to be great players. They're supposed to be great players.
If you're picking 1, 2, 3, are you picking Hall of Famer?
Yes, that's what you're supposed to be shooting for.
But listen, what if it, no? But okay, so hold on.
Come back down to earth.
Now think about this.
Jordan, what are we tanking for?
But hey, are we saying that RJ is any of those guys at the moment?
No. Who are we to say? Hold on, Steve. Who are we to say that each draft class has said Hall of Fame player? Which is why you can't do it. Every draft class is different. So
what you telling me? The 2018, 2019, or these last couple of draft classes is not going to produce multiple Hall of Famers? Are we not watching these young boys?
We have no idea.
No, we don't know.
We have no idea. You cannot write. You can't write these narratives right now.
Wait, Aiden. Y'all been watching ball for 20 years, bro. I never seen a 2nd-year guard or a 3rd-year guard like. You see the Trae Young numbers, bro? Trae Young averaged 29 bro.
Do you see Die Hard Hawks podcast talking about Trae Young as a Hall of Famer? I'm telling you. Come on now.
Oh my God, yo, State is fucking crazy. State is fucked up, man.
Oh man.
And yeah, I think that was like the statement of the day there, you know. Yo, shout out to other fan bases. There is no fan base like Knicks fan base, man. You know what I'm saying? There's absolutely no fan base like the Knicks fan base. Nobody. There is no diehard Atlanta podcast. You know?
No, it's just not.
Oh my God! But just watching them leaving the arena is disgusting too.
Right.
Yeah.
But listen, to Slizzy's point, there is a certain amount of expectation that just does come with being drafted at a high position, but it just doesn't work out like that for every single player because, like I said, each draft class's fourth pick isn't of the same talent. You know what I'm saying? There might be 7 good players in one draft and 3 good players in the next one. You know what I'm saying? So it's just sometimes it happens just like that. You can't really put the expectations off of them based off where they're drafted. It really should be based off the team's need for that player.
Exactly. And another reason is just like look everybody says that, the Knicks fans make all these insane expectations and they're never met. And look for example, coming into last season, did anybody think we were going to the playoffs? Absolutely not. Look what happens when we go to the playoffs. Everybody's in shock, right? If you expect RJ Barrett to be a Hall of Famer right now, I don't even know what else to call it. Over expectation, I'm telling you.
And it's so easy. If he's supposed to be a Hall of Famer and you're saying that every season he doesn't meet that expectation, his value just decreases and decreases and decreases based off of the expectation that was there. So you can't do that to the player. I think you got to let it go up.
Y'all like, bro. You know how many Hall of Famers is in the Hall of Fame, and they're not supposed to be Hall of Famers, but they're Hall of Famers. Like,
I'm sure that's
numbers. He's gonna put up numbers.
Yeah,
he's gonna put up numbers. Now,
it's wait to be seen. Wait to be seen.
All right, we gonna see. Let's see how good Julius Randle really is.
And let's see how Alec Burks is gonna contribute to this team this year.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, me and State, we'll have conversations about this.
I want to see how good. I want to see how the good fans treat Thibodeau when they're watching McBride and Grimes riding on the bench, and Alec Burks or Evan Fournier, one of those boys go.
Sliz, I'm gonna say this one thing to you. I'm gonna say this one thing to you, bro. I'm not getting on Tibbs. Listen, Tibbs has his flaws. But bro, outside of Mike Woodson, who was the last great coach we've had that got us something?
I'm not gonna say nothing. If Grimes and McBride don't play, you're not gonna hear that from me. I'm not gonna complain about that all next season.
That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie.
No. I swear to God, I'm dead not gonna complain about that.
But if the Knicks make the playoffs and we do well. Let's say if we win a championship, who cares if McBride and
roll the bench?
Play?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, dog.
No. He has a point. It will bother us, but let's be honest. If we won a ring, and McBride and Grimes didn't play because they just were on the bench, how much would it bothered you if we won a championship?
I wouldn't give a damn because I know RJ Barrett was Finals MVP.
Solidify the Hall of Fame. First time Hall of Fame.
Right. Now he's a Hall of Famer for real. Now he's a certified Hall of Famer.
Come on, yo.
We call you State Tradamus after that one.
Listen, I understand what the chat is saying. I understand what Aiden is saying. You're not wrong. But when you're drafted third, brother, I need Hall of Fame accolades. That means
but right away?
Not right away. No, he's 21. I already said RJ's 2 years away from being 2 years away. But in those 2 years, I want to see ascendance. Reason why he can't average 20 next season. Come on, now you're making me look bad.
For sure.
No, I'm sure
you're making me look bad.
It's gonna be tough.
I'm sure it'll be better numbers, but you can't.
When you got Kemba, Mr. 118th, Milbank, Mr. 115th, King Dome, EBC, Rucker Park. He let Tatum and Brown eat. Both of them had 20 points per game.
We already said that already.
All right. So I'm pretty sure Kemba gonna let RJ eat.
Yeah, but Kemba got 20 points a game that year too.
But Kemba not gonna average 20 next season. Come on now.
Why won't he?
How is somebody that averaged 20 points for 5 straight years?
Oh,
and then you're gonna assume somebody that never
Why
did
won't
it?
he average 20?
How did you do that?
So you think he gonna average 20 next season? You think?
I don't know. I doubt it because we got 4 guys that probably can average 20.
So how many points? How many points Evan Fournier gonna average? See, this is when it start getting tricky.
Evan Fournier, I'm gonna be honest. Evan Fournier probably average around 16 points.
I'm saying over 15.
Yeah, around 16 points.
I agree with that.
Okay. How many points did Julius Randle gonna have?
Probably like 20.
He can't average 24 this year.
100%. What Sim said in chat. What'd you say?
How much Julius Randle gonna average this year?
This year? He's probably going. What do he average this year? 24?
24, 10.
He probably. I say he averaged around the same. 23, 24.
Absolutely. Yo, read what Sim said here. This is it in a nutshell. It doesn't matter if he averaged 20. And like that's, I was trying to make the point with Andre Iguodala. That's not a diss. If RJ Barrett is Andre Iguodala, that means that we're a freaking good basketball team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
If RJ Barrett, a guy that you think is good, should be Hall of Fame level, if he's RJ Iguodala for us this year, then we are a damn good basketball team, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. I think anybody, if anybody is Iguodala,
it depends. All right, Randall, he's an all-star player. He's established already. He got paid. His numbers don't really matter. His impact matters right now, especially in the playoffs. But his numbers don't matter no more because I know he might take a step back because we got all of these scoring options. RJ, on the other hand, we drafted him third. OG Sim, I respect what you just said. You're not wrong. It's cool for RJ to come out next season and average 17 points. For you, but for me, when I'm watching, when you draft RJ third, OG, I gotta see ascending every season. And for him,
over expectations. What do they say about Knicks fans every single year?
It's not even about expectations. Well, we should have never made the 4th seed for me to place those expectations. But now I gotta see to believe it because he tried.
That's it. I listen. I think the expectations is there has to be a little bit of an improvement, obviously, because we did so well. But you can't be like,
Aiden, that's all I want to say.
I know, but I'm saying you can't be saying RJ's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, he is. He is.
Listen, just like Sim said, it's an easy way for RJ to improve with the extra help that we just added on our team. Yep. You're taking a lot of responsibility off of himself and Julius Randle by adding Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier. And these are guys who've been in the league. They've even played together. Their numbers are well together for the 1 year that they played together. I think that you're adding more help. And if he's averaging, he's averaging 17.8, 18 points per game, which is basically what he averaged this year, right? Is that not an improvement if you're adding more scorers on the team?
Watching the games, we know he's going to come back with a better bag. We know he's going to come back probably shooting even better percentages. Shout out to Julius Randle because we know even Julius Randle got a chance to be a Hall of Fame right now. But you got a chance to make RJ a Hall of Famer too because RJ shot 48%.
Team success is first.
Yeah, I understand that. But Julius Randle is the best player. So he got to ascend. He's 26. And RJ has to get better. You're the third pick in the draft.
The only way that happens is if RJ somehow over the summer makes a leap to where everyone on the team knows that he is the best player on that roster. That's the only way I see RJ making this astronomical leap that you think that he can make this year. This year. Is if he comes back, it's in training camp, and they're like, yo, hold on, we got RJ. If they're feeling like that, okay. Maybe he might average the 25 that you're looking for, 25, 7, and 4, or something like that. But until that happens, RJ probably will average around 18, maybe 19 points a game. You make a slight improvement, points per game wise. I think his efficiency will go up. I think that's important to me. I'm not really looking at the points per game. I'm looking at just his efficiency and just how the team plays and the on-off numbers, the plus minus, that matters. You know what I'm saying? But I think I don't want to put too much on it. I just think that these guys are going to be in a good position to be very successful next year. They filled a lot of the holes. Like I said, the only hole that I think we have is just the center position in the creation offensively. But who knows? Maybe that's our identity. So maybe it might not be a hole. But
can I throw something at you guys? Just as far as like a Hall of Fame, the 1973 championship Knicks, right? They won the championship, right? So I mean, Walt Frazier, everybody talks about him. He's the greatest Knick and this and the other. He's in the Hall of Fame. Dave the Butcher, before he came to the Knicks, he was a freaking monster in Detroit, and he came here and he never averaged 20. He had to take a back seat to what the team was doing. But, this is not it. Bill Bradley is another guy. He could have averaged 20 points a game for another team, but he ended up averaging, I don't even think Bill Bradley cracked 16 points, and he's in the Hall of Fame. Earl Monroe, one of the greatest scorers, and Black Jesus and all this other stuff. He came to the Knicks, averaged 15. Jerry Lucas, one of the greatest power forward centers that ever played, that averaged so many rebounds and so many points. He, like that championship year, he averaged 9 and 7. Willis Reed was on his team. That's another Hall of Famer. But he was on the downside of his career, but still a Hall of Famer. He averaged 11 and 8. You know what I'm saying? So there's like a whole team full of talent. So you can't like just ascend one guy just to be super dominant when other guys are just comparable in talent. As long as these guys come together and win, what does it matter? You know what I'm saying? What does it matter? Because they can still make the Hall of Fame, just like Tim said. They can still make the Hall of Fame, not putting up all these gaudy numbers.
Yeah, right. But what you said, it speaks to the fact that you could still make an impact by not scoring like 30 points per game. I mean, I don't know. You look at a guy like, I don't know, Tony Allen. I mean, did he make an impact from scoring? No, this is defense.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't third though. I hate y'all. Like we went through 17. We won 17 games that year. You know how hard it was to record that year? When I was listening to everybody else's podcast, we all making excuses for David Fizdale and Mike. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. I didn't go through that season for y'all to tell me RJ he could just average 17 next season and we'll be fine with it as long as he got. No, I need to see it in the box score and in the advanced statistics. I gotta see it.
But are you? But do you need to see an improvement in points?
No. He got to average 20 next season. Come on, Aiden. Come on, y'all got coddling him. I can't coddle that man. We drafted him third, and we went through a 17-win season, fellas. Y'all telling me y'all want him to average the same points? Really?
No, but listen.
Even if he averaged like 18, that'll be him like averaging 21.
Like just like he said. All right. So I'll just say this. I think there's. If like you said, all of the people you named and the points that they average, I don't want to lay points on it too much. If RJ in 2-3 straight years, if we won 2 to 3 straight finals, and in those finals, not in those finals, just those seasons, RJ averaged 17.5 points per game. On a championship team, do you know RJ's going? To the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. Oh my god!
It's the market he's in. He's in the New York market. So we drafted him third, bro. Like,
but you cannot create pressure on him.
Oh, man. He's the highest draft pick of my life.
How is he going to handle the pressure of people being like, "Oh my God, you're a Hall of Famer. You're in year 3 of your career."
Bro, we drafted Frederick Weiss over Ron Artest, bro. Bro, we drafted Frank over Donovan Mitchell, bro.
The PTSD talking.
We won 17 games. I remember when Fizdale put Kevin Knox at shooting guard. So you telling me that RJ Barrett can come out next season and average 17 or less points, but we see he got a mid-range jumper now? No! We picked him third.
I ain't gonna be mad if we win more games.
It's not like he's gonna average like 30.
No, he's not. He don't have to average 30. I say he's 2 years away from being 2 years away. But what I gotta see minimum 20 points per. I gotta see, because that means I don't think his free throw percentage is up. That means he got a mid-range jumper. Improvement in the box scores means that he was working on his game this whole summer.
But he has. I mean, look, if you're talking about this Hall of Fame narrative, which I've already shut down, but we're gonna keep going. First off, he has to improve. If you're talking about a Hall of Famer, he has to improve in the clutch. I mean, there's so many RJ-esque moments that I've seen him miss in the clutch. And you talk about Hall of Famers. What have so many Hall of Famers done? They've stepped up in the clutch.
Look, listen.
What has RJ done? Hasn't done that yet.
He hasn't done it yet.
RJ got one of the highest clutch percentages in the.
I'm talking about.
Was like 3 for 14 on clutch.
I'm talking about clutch moments. I'm talking about clutch moments.
Oh, clutch moments.
He averaged 14 points in the playoffs.
I don't even remember.
Look.
Clutch moments.
I'm gonna say this.
History past 20. I don't remember clutch moments these past 20 years. We only have 4 winning seasons in the past 20 years. And you telling me that RJ can come and average 17?
Listen, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. What I'm gonna say is, RJ, like Tricky is saying, RJ can easily average slightly better points per game. Say he averages 18. Let's just keep it at 18. Let's just say that's the number, right? And he becomes the defender that we relied Reggie Bullock on being last year, while averaging slightly better points and being a way more reliable defender, being the guy that we can put on the team's best player. That's the improvement I want to see from RJ. Points per game, yeah, it's cool, but if we still don't have nobody to guard nobody, because right now, with Bullock gone, our next best wing defender is RJ Barrett. So he has to make that improvement. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what I'm going to look for. I'm looking for those kind of improvements on the other side of the floor.
Well, to change the tone, to change the tone of the argument, right? I'm just like I'm laughing at you guys, man. But I mean, I was arguing about Obi and stuff like that. We put too much emphasis on Obi when he's like literally the 7th or 8th best player on the team. Now we're talking about RJ Barrett being a Hall of Famer. We're taking away from the real conversation, which is we have a really good basketball team. You know what I'm saying? So Hall of Fame aside, is making the playoffs and advancing to get into the finals less important than RJ making the Hall of Fame or Obi Toppin, getting an alley-oop? What's more important? What are the priorities of this year? What did this team, what can this team do for next year? What do you think the trajectory of this team is for next year?
I'm so confident that Thibodeau is changing the culture that I really think we can be a championship. I think we're gonna win a championship this decade. So since I feel that way, and I feel strong about the culture that we setting right now, and mind you, we got Randall was probably one of the best free agent pickups I've seen in the past 20 years. I remember Jerome James came over here after a playoff series, got fat. You got all these other players, they come over here, free agents. You got Quentin Richardson saying his teammates couldn't even come outside. So it's like Julius Randle, we got him. Maybe he was the start of the culture. Then you bring in Thibodeau. Now you drafted RJ Barrett. Now you got everybody's important. And Don, I told you earlier, remember you was saying, well, Thibodeau, he could focus on the starting 5. Nah, that bench helped you win championships.
But I said that too, though. I said that too. But I don't care about Obi per se. I agree with the bench needs champions, but I said that once the bench comes in collectively, that's going to bring something else to the team.
But Obi's going to be a part. Obi has to be a huge part of that in order for the bench. Obi and Quickly going to have to be a huge part of that bench in order for it to be successful. I cannot depend on Rose and Burks because we both know they're both injury prone. So
then bring McGrimes and McBride.
Situational.
State is crazy.
Situational. I'm already. It's already embedded in my heart. I know I might not see McBride and Grimes all season, so I know not to.
Oh, you can't say that.
Guys are gonna get hurt. Burks is gonna get hurt. Rose is gonna get hurt.
Everybody's gonna have their chance.
They will have their time. Trust me.
I just try to stay away from talking about injury. That's the only reason why, like, I'm just.
We gotta stay away from this RJ Barrett Hall of Fame narrative.
That's what we need to do. Absolutely.
That is what we need to stay away from.
Absolutely.
I cannot. I'm not backing off of that. We drafted him third. I watched 17 wins. I watched Alfred Payton for 2 years next to RJ.
You also watch a 41 and 31 team also too. You gotta give credit.
You can't watch a RJ Barrett Hall of Fame season this year.
Oh.
Or in the coming years. See, that's a long-term process, my guy.
I know, and it started by making the playoffs. See, you gotta build your foundation. We got some
in year 3.
He's going to get better this year. All right, he's going to get better, but he is not going to be a Hall of Fame player this year. All right. Please don't expect him to be until he starts to show you that he can at least be an all-star player. Like, we got to get the levels first.
Yeah,
like,
we gotta.
All-star.
It's got to be a progression.
You know what I mean? Like, then we can talk about Hall of Fame, because that means that he's done it for multiple years. You know what I mean? Olympically, he's got a long way to go. I don't want to put too much pressure on him, but I also know that he doesn't care about pressure. RJ is not the kind of guy that looks like pressure gets to him. You know what I'm saying? And that's just
in clutch. Situations, it's gotten to him.
I'm not. That's not what I mean. Not on the court. I mean mentally.
Okay.
Yeah. The mental thing. Yeah. He's got his issues. Hopefully, he gets those figured out this year. But mentally, he doesn't look like the kind of guy that gets rattled. He looks like the kind of guy that might actually, he wants to get you out of that situation. He just didn't last year. He just didn't have the talent to do it. He didn't have the practice to do it, which it looks like he's been putting a lot of time in. From what I've been hearing, I guess that he's been putting a lot of time in to fix those holes. So
he's got a new chest tattoo. I mean,
tattoos now.
He's got a big chest tattoo now.
Maybe get a little chin hair, some peach fuzz from this year.
Watch the Olympics again. The kid looks 6'7", 220. He do not look like the same kid we drafted. He looks taller. He looks stronger.
But apparently he looks like a Hall of Famer.
Brother, give it time. Aiden, when you was in elementary, right?
Oh God.
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard was a baby cub.
Yes.
Kawhi didn't average 16 points until year 4.
But growing up from elementary into middle school, I saw a progression.
Oh shit! Hold on. But did you see a Hall of Fame at all? Did you see
it's taken time. I didn't see it in year 3.
Okay. Hold on. Let me just say one thing. If I take my 3-year-old son, right? Either or, 3-year-old, my 7-year-old, if I take either one of them, right? And I said, because I play basketball, they're going to be great at basketball. Right? Mm-hmm. That is what? An expectation that I place on my child. He has no clue. He has no clue that I'm doing this to him.
Look at Magic Johnson's son, for Christ's sake.
Man. I am.
You want to talk about potential?
Let's not go there. We're not going to go there.
Oh my God!
But imagine I put that expectation on him. Now, I mean, in real life, my son better play some ball, or he's gonna have some problems. But anyway, that's just not what I'm saying. I'm not gonna be mad if he doesn't turn out to be an NBA player. That's every dad's goal of whatever sport his kid plays. I want him to make it to the highest level of doing that. So I don't got to work anymore. So you take care of both of us. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. But, I'm not too mad at it. You can't put those expectations on just anybody. You got to let time work its magic.
Yeah, but you're talking about Hall of Fame, right? You're talking about year 3 progression and stuff like that. So now you're talking about that like Hall of Fame. You're talking about something 10 years from now. What about 2021, 2022 season? You know what I'm saying? Progression, like Obi Toppin getting better, eventually becoming good, and all this other stuff. What about 2021 and 22?
Let's talk about now. I think
because it's not even just this season. We're talking about like 2 years right now because everybody signed for 2 years. So in this little window right now, 2 years, like where is this team at right now?
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna just say this before I go because my wife's probably waiting. I think I'm in trouble. But anyway,
I'm in trouble already.
I'm in trouble already. Well,
and I'll tell you what's holding us up. The RJ Barrett Hall of Fame narrative.
We spent like 25 minutes on the RJ Hall of Fame. Right,
I'm so sorry, fellas.
I think we're right outside the top 4. I think we're battling with the Hawks for the 5th seed. You know what I'm saying? 5th, 4th. Because I don't know. If I'm looking at the Nets, bearing health. The Nets, the Bucks, depending on what happens with the Sixers and the Heat, I would say might be the top 4 in the East right now. And I think we're right outside that group. We might even be mingling with the last, ladder of that team, depending, just depending on how the chemistry goes. Now, I think the one thing that you guys might laugh, but I'm dead serious. The one thing that I will miss from last season is my man Theo Pinson. Shout out to Theo Pinson and everything.
You have to.
Shout out to Theo, man.
I think that bench is never gonna look the same. So
seeing him live, he was on the court more than Tibbs.
Yeah. Oh, you saw every time who's running back and forth from this side of the camera to that side of the camera. It was Theo Pinson. So those are the guys that I like to see. The bench guys, all 15 guys matter. Like they said during the season, the Big 15. I'm excited for this team. I think they're gonna be good. Pause.
Because people out there saying that this year we got a bigger 15. Like, whoa! Hey, what are we talking about here?
My man's, take it easy.
Dice right here. You know what I'm saying? Bigger 15 over here.
Listen, man. I'm just saying. Look, the OGs. Respect to the old OGs. The OG Knicks fans who've seen the 70s Knicks, who've seen all of the other Knicks teams, who watched the 90s Knicks. Y'all had a chance to enjoy Patrick Ewing. Mm-hmm. That's the number 1 overall pick.
And now we have to enjoy Hall of Famer RJ Barrett.
Yeah, damn right. So get your tape decks ready. Get ready because RJ Barrett. Watch. It's one Giannis. When I first laid eyes on Giannis, I'll never forget. I said, "Yo, that man, he's gonna be MVP." When I look at RJ Barrett,
he's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
That's a Hall of Famer. Giannis a Hall of Famer. He's top 5 power forward of all time. That's not debatable right now. To me, that ain't debatable. Top 5 power forward of all time. So when I look at
top 5.
Yes, it's time. Yes,
so I think we need to do like a straight up power forward all time greatest on podcast, man. Because you don't think that Chris Webber is a top 10 power forward at least?
You might argue
no.
You might argue 2. You might argue he's the second best all time.
All right.
Yes.
Oh,
besides Duncan is never going to be.
Get the Stitcher thing up. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Let's get the Stitcher thing up. No, let's get out of here.
Hit the credits are rolling out.
Oh my god. They gave me the whole last night.
Good night, everybody.